Hello and welcome to Bit of Flow Yoga. We're actually going to start seated today, so if you benefit from a cushion or anything, just grab one. So getting yourself in a comfortable seated position. We're just going to bring our hands onto our thighs, turn the palms to face upwards. Just take hold of the thumb, index finger, the chin mudra. Close the eyes, drop the chin in slightly towards the throat. Think of a piece of string, lengthening each vertebra up towards the neck and then towards that crown. Take a couple of slow, steady breaths into the body. Then when you're ready, just open the eyes, place your hands over your knees, and then as you inhale, tuck that tailbone under, pinch the shoulder blades in, driving your chest forward. Exhale, draw the abdomen a little back, bring that chin in. Inhale. Exhaling. So just warming up that spine. Keeping those sitting bones down on the ground. 2 more. And then on your next inhale, lengthen up tall. From there, we're just going to do some lateral bends now. So breathe in, bring those arms up. As you bring those wrists in line with the shoulders, soften the palms, the shoulder blades. Exhale, anchor that tailbone down. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, drop that right hand down, reach over with that left. Inhale to bring yourself back up and exhale to the other side. Make sure you anchor the opposing side down and just flow now with your breath. Couple more. And on your next inhale, come up, bring the arms up above the head. Relax the shoulders down as you exhale. Tuck the tailbone under, pull the core back. Breathe in again. And then exhale, just coming as far forward as you can. Keep that chin slightly tucked in, just looking beyond the mat. Breathe a little deeper, stretching through those arms. Exhale, maybe lower a little further down, don't push though, and keep that tailbone anchored. 2 more breaths here. Feel the breath come in, feel the breath come out. And then this time exhale, release those arms down. Try and keep that tailbone connected. Maybe take the forearms, forehead down. Then inhale to rise back up. Walk those fingers as far away as you can. Spread the hands as if they get down to that ground. Otherwise, fingertips, and then just exhale, coming down. Maybe just sway a little from side to side. And then inhale, bringing those hands back up, back to the center. Twisting now. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, take that right hand to the left hip. Left hand to the right hip. Lift up tall, really anchor that tailbone. Exhale to twist it round. Breathe in, come back to that center. Exhale, swap. One more either side. And then when we come back to the center, we're just going to finish with some circles. As we exhale, we draw the back back. Inhale, we come forward. And then change direction. And then back to that center. Breathe in for some lateral bends again. Just see if we can loosen up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Check out those armpits as you go on over. Breathe in to raise up. And then we're just going to do some loosening now, just some shrugs around those shoulders, up and down, anchoring those tailbones. And then we're going to take a hold of our shoulders. Try and keep everything really steady here, hugging the belly. And as we breathe in, we fill up. As we exhale, we're just tilting down. Keep those shoulders nice and low. Breathe in, breathe out. Couple more. And then coming back for twisting this upper body now. Hips stay still. Inhale to that left. Exhale to that right. Keep that chin slightly tucked in. Then back to the center. Bring the hands together into prayer. Inhale, reach up with these arms above the head. Exhale, as if you're doing a big yawn, stretch out, maybe wiggle those fingers, let them touch the ground, and then bring them back to your heart space. Breathe in. Exhale, big yawn, release any tension. Hands back to the heart space. One more. Breathe in, fill up. Exhale. And then from there, we're going to bring our hands out in front and bring ourselves onto all fours to the center of our mat. Wrists under those shoulders, knees under those hips. Let's exhale, pushing back into our cat, drawing that spine up towards the ceiling, chin in, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, dropping the belly down, driving the chest through. Collarbones leading. Exhale. We could add a little movement here as we exhale back into our cat. Just take those hips back towards the heels. Chin stays tucked in, and as we inhale, a little flexion in those elbows, connecting to the ribcage as we drive the collarbones forward. You could also go over to one side diagonally as you flex, and then extend, maybe come over to the other side. So you're just really playing, warming up in the body. Just try and allow yourself to free up. And then when you next exhale, drive back into extended child pose. Take those arms nice and wide, forehead drops down. Bring the big toes together and take those knees apart. Inhale, lift the head up onto those fingertips. stretching out. Then when you're ready, exhale, coming over to your left, coming as far as you can, keeping the right hip down, place the hand. Exhale to surrender low. Inhale to come back up onto those fingertips, back to the center, coming round the other side as far as you can. And once again, keep that opposing side down as you exhale, lower. Great, stretch the armpit, shoulder. Inhale to bring yourself back up. Coming back, slide those hands away. Maybe chin, chest comes down, and maybe it's more comfortable for that forehead. And just a little rocking from side to side. Then from there, we're going to bring the head up, bring those hands back and back up onto all fours. We're going to extend the right leg first, so take an inhale breath, lift that right leg, extend it, push the heel away. We can stay here if we want, or we could add the opposing left arm to come up. Take a big deep breath. As we inhale, fill, extend, push, and then as we exhale, we're going to drive elbow to knee, flexing through that spine. Inhale, extend, lengthen, lift that chest. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. And coming back to the center, knee down, hand down, and sink it back to rest. If those wrists feel a little tired, bring those arms either side, bring the wrists up, and circle them. One way, then the other. Maybe a little shake out. And then when we're ready, just slowly bringing ourselves back to all fours. Wrists under the shoulders, spread the hands, middle fingers facing forward. Knees under those hips. And then when we're ready, starting now with that left leg, lengthen, extend, flex the foot, push the heel away. And then if we can, just bring in that opposing arm. If that feels a little too much with the arm, you could just bring the knee towards nose. Okay, and as we exhale, we're going to flex that spine, knee to nose, driving in. Inhale, extend, lift the collarbones, lengthen through those arms, legs, exhale, flex. Inhale, lengthen. 2 more. And then next time, when we come back, we're going to be on all fours and we're just going to come onto the balls of our feet. So tuck those toes, sink back, and just give those feet a little stretch. From here, we're just going to warm up the neck a little as well. As we exhale, just drop that chin in and look down as much as you can. Pull that abdominal wall back as well. Then just inhale, just slowly bringing your head, neck back up. Exhale, tucking back in. Should feel quite a strong stretch between those shoulder blades. Inhale. 2 more. Last one. And then just giving those feet a little rest, come back onto the tops of the feet now, so lift the balls off, come up onto the tops of the feet. And we can here just give them a little stretch. You could bring the knees up if it feels comfortable enough to as well. You can take the arms out, keep the chin tucked in, pinch the shoulder blades in. Then from there, we're just going to gently stretch out the neck. So tailbones tucked, claws pulled, shoulder blades pinched in. From there, you're going to exhale and just drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, keeping the opposing shoulder down. Inhale to come back and exhale to the other side. Just take it easy. Work on the opposing shoulder staying down as much as trying to get the ear to the same shoulder. Use that breath. Keep that core active, spine lengthened. Just a couple more. to all fours. Bring those knees into those hips, spreading those hands. Tuck the toes under, and we're going to exhale, pushing back for that extended child pose, but push up on the balls of our feet. Tailbone comes up, and we're really opening up that chest, aiming to get our head between our arms, and then just walk it out with the feet. Maybe take them a good hip width apart. Keep that chin tucked in so you're kind of looking towards your thighs, and just walk out these legs. And just exhale, drop the knees, sink back. We'll pause, maybe rocking gently from one side of the forehead to the other. And then once again, inhale to come back up. Tuck those toes under, drive back into extended child pose. Try to encourage the creases of the arms to come to the front. As you push up, chin tucks in, tailbone reaches up. Feet hip width apart. Even weight on those hands. And then from there we're just going to walk these hands towards our feet. Slowly, so we can anchor the balls and the heels of the feet down. Coming into a dangling position, abdominal wall rest on the thighs, the chin tucks in, crown of the head to the floor. From here we're going to squeeze our buttocks, inhale, place our hands above our knees. Keep the chin in towards your throat. Don't tuck it and look down, but just keep it in. And then as you inhale, squeeze the buttocks, draw the scapula in towards each other and drive your collarbones forward, keeping that chin in. Then exhale, draw the abdominal wall back, let it rest on those thighs, nose towards knee. 2 more, inhale. At this tabletop here, lengthening through the spine. Exhale. Back into our dangling, even weight in the balls and the heels of the feet. Inhale for the tabletop. Chin stays tucked in, pinch the shoulder blades, drive the collarbones forward. Exhale, surrender. Maybe cover those ears, rock from side to side, hold opposite elbow, just hang gently, nod, and then let those arms dangle. And then with an inhale breath, keep the spine flexed, chin in. And when we get to the top, just round those shoulders, roll those shoulders, back. One way, then the other. Then from there, we're going to inhale, upward salute, squeeze the buttocks. Lengthen, lift that heart space. Exhale, leading with the collarbones, coming forward. Abdominal wall resting on the thighs, chin tucks in. Up onto the balls of the feet and start to walk the hands forward. So we come back into our down dog. Take those hands nice and wide and to roll those armpits in and then bring that chest down. From there you can start to bend in those knees, walking out. Every time you exhale, just really try and encourage that tailbone to lift and the heart space to lower. And then once again, we're going to walk these hands back towards our feet. Slowly anchoring down into our forward fold. Chin tucking in, crown of the head to the floor. Then as we inhale, you could either do above the knees or maybe the shins this time. Squeeze the buttocks, lengthen through that back. Exhale, coming back into your forward fold. Chin tucking in, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale to lengthen, lift. Exhale, lowering back into that fold. Last inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale. Then this time cover the ears, hold opposite elbow and breathe in to bring yourself up. Exhale, arms coming down. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold coming down. Again, when the hands are close, walk them forward, up onto the balls of the feet, take them wide, bottom stays up, heart space pushes back. Think of an extended child pose, walking out. And then this time as we inhale, we're going to push up onto the balls of our feet. Tailbone tucks, heart space lowers. And then we're going to drive those heels up and over to the right as we exhale, lowering those legs down. Inhale, drive up onto the balls of the feet. And then exhale to the other side. One more either side, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And then back up to that center, up on the balls of the feet. And then from there we're going to drive that weight into a plank. As we come into the plank, we're going to bring that heart space between the hands. Really encourage the shoulder blades to slightly pinch in, the chin to tuck. Tuck your tailbone under and really pull the core back. From there we're going to exhale and push back into our down dog. Really encouraging the creases of the elbows to come forward to the front and walk it out again. Once again, back up onto the balls of the feet, tailbone reaches up. Exhaling, dropping this time over to that left. Inhale to come back up. Exhale over to the right. One more either side. Inhale, fill up with breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale, fill up with breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale to bring us back up, right up on the balls of the feet. Shift that weight into the shoulders. Exhale, strengthen the core. Tuck the tailbone under. Chin slightly into the neck. Don't look towards your feet. You're just tucking in, pinching the shoulder blades. Strong breath here. Creases of the elbows to the front. You could drop your knees here as we exhale into our chaturanga. From there, surrender. Place the forehead down. Tuck the elbows in. Inhale into cobra, lifting the chest, pinching the shoulder blades back. Exhale, pushing back into our down dog. Inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, push those heels over to the left. Inhale to come back up, right up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to come back up. Push up on the balls of the feet into our plank. Exhale to activate the core, tailbone tucked. Breathe in, strengthen your plank. Even weight in the hands, strong core. Exhale to lower, knees can drop. This time we're going to come into up dog. Squeeze the buttocks, draw those inner thighs in. Inhale, lift. Try and keep that pubic bone on, but power through those thighs. Really pinch those thighs, drive them forward. Drive the elbows in. Then as you're ready, exhale, tuck the toes under. Spread the hands. Push back into down dog. Walk it out. This time we're going to start walking our feet forward towards our hands. If we run out of room, just a little pause as we inhale and lengthen through the back. Remember not to lift your chin and throw your head forward, but what we're looking here for is squeezing the tailbone, shoulder blades pinching it, and to create a little more space so we can step our feet forward. Then surrender into our forward fold. Either cover the ears or arms out wide, and then breathe in to bring yourself up. Exhale, release those arms, coming back down. Inhale, breathe in, fill up. Exhale, coming down, leading with the collarbones, abdominal wall to the thighs. Surrender. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, fill up. Exhale, coming back, step that right leg back. Dropping the right knee, fingertips in line with the toes. Inhale to lift. Exhale to activate that core. Draw those inner thighs. Inhale to bring those arms above the head. Exhale to bring them to the heart space. Inhale, pose an elbow to the outside, lifting, looking over your left shoulder. From there, inhale to come back to the center, lower the hips, squeeze the buttocks. As you exhale, place your hands on your buttocks and inhale, just to lift the collarbones, drop those hips. Inhale to bring yourself back up, hands either side on the ball of that back foot and stepping yourself back into plank. From there, aligning with an inhale breath, tuck the tailbone under, hug the core. Exhale to lower. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Okay, so this time our right leg's going to go forward. So inhale, lift your right leg up into the air. So you've got a three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and step that foot through. From there, drop your left knee. Inhale into the loaded lunge. Exhale, lengthening, lifting through that lunge. Draw those inner thighs in. Breathe in for our upward salute. Exhale, hands coming down. Inhale, opposite elbow to the outside. Lifting up, looking over our shoulder. Exhale to come back. Really hug the core. Let the hips sink. Pinch those shoulder blades in. Tuck the chin in again and inhale, lift from the collarbones. Then exhale to bring ourselves forward. Hands either side on the ball of that back foot to step those feet together. Exhale, surrender into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen through that back. Exhale, bringing yourself back. Either cover those ears or arms either side. Inhale to rise up. Exhale. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, this time you're going to step your left leg back. Take it back. Knee comes down. Fingertips in line with those toes. Inhale to our lunge. Exhale. Sink those hips, hug the core. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands together into prayer. Inhale, opposite elbow outside. Open that heart space. Over the shoulder. Exhale to come back to the core. Keeping it active. Hands on those buttocks. Inhale, open the heart space. Keep that chin tucked in. Exhale to come forward, load and lean. Hands either side, let's step it back into our plank. Align with an inhale, strengthening breath. Our knees can come down, creases to the front. Hug the belly, tuck the tailbone. Exhale. Inhale, lift up into that cobra, up dog. Exhale, pushing back into down dog. Just a little walk out. And then this time we're going to inhale, lift our left leg up into the air, lengthen, three-legged, and then exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Drop that right knee, and then inhale, loaded lunge. Draw those inner thighs in. Exhale as you come up, strengthening through your core. Inhale for the upward salute. Exhale. Inhale, opposite elbow to the outside, spinal twist, looking over that left shoulder. Exhale, coming back, squeeze those glutes, hug the core. Hands on the buttocks, pinch the elbows in, lift that chest, breathe. Exhale, coming forward, hands either side on the ball of that back foot. Step those feet together. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, coming back, cover those ears. Breathe in to rise up. Exhale to release. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, coming down. Abdominal wall to the thighs, chin tucks in, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, half lift, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, right leg steps back on the ball of the foot. Pivot so the heel's in line with the front heel. Warrior one, we're looking here. 4, maybe step it out to the side slightly. Inhale to power up into your warrior one. Squeeze this back glute. Just check the little toes down. And then load and lean. Maybe increasing the stance. Make sure you can see the toes in the front foot. We'll take a Kaspana Mudra here, interlock. Index fingers join. Activate the core. Sink the feet down. Breathe in, bring these arms up. And then exhale, let the feet sink a little deeper. 3 breaths here. Keep drawing those inner thighs in towards each other. Keep pushing that right toe down. That little toe. And then this time, as you breathe in, fill up. And then as you exhale, lengthen through your front leg. And then just drive your Kaspana Mudra in line with the heart space. Try and draw those inner thighs in towards each other. And then from there, wrap these arms behind, maybe interlock again if that feels okay, or push one hand away. Or if anyone wants to bind, you can bring the hands together, bring the heels together, so whichever you prefer. And then from there, tuck your chin in, draw those inner thighs, breathe in, fill. And then we're going to exhale, coming down. Keep the spine lengthened, listen to the hamstrings. If this feels enough, stop here. When you've got as far as you can, release the hands either onto your thighs, shins, or maybe for some of us, the floor. Keep lengthening through the back. So think of your tailbone tucking under. Keep pushing that little toe down on the back leg. Keep driving your collarbones forward, not your chin. Your chin is going towards your shins, not your toes. Breathe deeply. Maybe the hands will come down, maybe not now. And then if you want to, if this feels okay, stay here. But if you want to, you could flex the spine now. So you could allow that spine to flex a little, shoulders come out and away, nose to knee. And then from there, we're just going to breathe in, flexing this front knee, push up on the ball of the back foot, bring it back round. And then we're looking for a tripod now, so we're going to bring our hands forward of our feet. Ideally, if you can, get them down. And then this back leg we're going to lift off. If that feels a bit much, just focus on bringing the hands down, shifting the weight into the tripod. Otherwise, lifting this back leg off, lengthening and raising it up as high as we can. And just bringing the crown of the head down towards the floor. And we can do a little exercise here where we flex that knee, exhale, and just take that knee towards the heel of the foot, and then inhale, push it up. Again, if that feels a little too much, then just keep working with the leg extended. Inhale, extending, lifting, exhale, just flexing a little. Last one, breathe in, lift, and then this time exhale and bring that foot to join. So we can go into a forward fold where hopefully our left glute is knowing that it's worked very hard. Just allow yourself to take a few breaths here, activating the core and anchoring the balls and the heels of the feet down. Then when you're ready, inhale, half lift, lengthen that spine. Exhale, coming back, either cover the ears, arms out wide, and breathe in to bring yourself up. Knowing that left leg's worked hard. Exhale, bring those hands either side. Inhale, big deep breath, fill up. Exhale, come on down. Soften those knees, abdominal wall to the thighs, hands in, chin in, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, so this time we step the left leg back. This time as we do, pivot on the ball, heel comes in. Breathing in to come back into your warrior. Sometimes one side can feel very different. If it feels quite, the balance is quite hard, stepping out further away, giving yourself that hip distance can really help. I find it helps me with this side. And then we sink down from those hips, not forward from those shoulders. Knees over the ankles. Kaspana Mudra again. Really squeeze your glutes and push this little toe side down on this back leg so it stays connected, focused. And then with an inhale breath, bring these arms up. Arms close to those ears. Keep driving this left hip forward. Exhale, try and let your shoulders sink and drop. Your chin tuck in, your abdominal wall pull back. Feet sink and then breathe in, fill up. 2 more breaths here. On your next exhale, we're going to straighten that front leg. Keep the back leg active. Keep squeezing the glutes, straighten, and just lower Upper Spina Mudra in line with the chest. Pinch the shoulder blades in, keep the chin in. Inhale as you open up. Bring those arms behind and choose how you want to bind. Rock those hands. Then from there, again, chin tucks in, hugging the core, pinching those inner thighs in, squeezing that left glute. We're going to lead with the chest. Exhaling to travel down. Try to keep that chin in, crown of the head pushing forward. Try and keep an even weight in that focused front foot. And then once again, when you're ready, lower the hands. Maybe they're above the knees, maybe the shin. One side can feel very different. Maybe the hands are on the floor. Couple of deep breaths. Great for the hamstrings this one and the outer thighs. Last 2 breaths here. Okay, and then as we exhale, we're going to soften into this right knee, come up on the ball of this back foot and walk our hands forward so we've got that tripod again. And remember, we work with where we are. This may feel enough, just shifting that weight here, maybe just flexing the knee bending, or we can lift it right up, guiding it up, abdominal wall, curling back. So it's like a Uttanasana, forward fold, but we're raising the leg. You can work on extending and lifting your left leg, flexing it. Just work with where you are. Big deep breaths. Tuffy this one. Good for that body. And you can bend this knee if you want to as you exhale, kind of dropping that foot down towards the heel, and then inhale, lengthen, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then on your next exhale, bring those feet together. Feel that work in the legs and just take a few deep breaths. Then when you're ready, inhale, half lift. Lengthen through that spine, tabletop, nice long back. Exhale, coming back in. Cover up those ears, breathe in to rise up. Exhale, bring those arms down. Just circling those shoulders one way, then the other. Okay, and let's take an inhale breath now. Fill up, upward salute. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bringing those hands either side and stepping back into our plank. Inhale to align the plank. Strengthen through the core, tailbone tucked. Breathing, exhaling to lower. Inhale, bringing ourselves up into a cobra and also bringing the heels of our feet above our knees. So we're going to inhale, lifting up as if we're bringing the heels towards our buttocks, the head towards the heels of the feet. Then as we exhale, we're going to lengthen our legs, bring them together if we can, pinch the toes. Then as we inhale, we're going to drop the legs, lift the chest. We're then going to exhale, push back into an extended child pose. Inhale to come up. Walk the hands away and keep the buttocks up. And then exhale into an Anahata. Chin, chest coming forward. Remember, if this is a little too intense, flex your elbows, take your forehead down. So find that stretch, that works for you. Then from there, we're going to inhale, walk the hands back, tuck the toes under, and exhale, push back into our down dog. Inhale, stepping the foot forward, bring the other one to join. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale back into that fold, cover those ears, breathe in to bring yourself up. Exhaling. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, come on down. Abdominal to the thighs, chin tucks in, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, half length. Exhale. Stepping back into our plank. Inhale to align, strengthen. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra, but bringing the legs into. Exhale, extend those legs, draw them in as close as you can. Keep that heart space lifted. Inhale, drop the legs, lift that chest a little more. Exhale, push it back into extended child pose. Inhale to come back up, walk those hands out, tailbone up, anahata. Chin, chest down. That feels a little too much. Forehead, that feels a little too much. Elbows out. So you're stretching the upper body. Inhale, bring those arms back up. Wrists under the shoulders. Exhale, push back into your down dog. Tailbone comes up, maybe a little walk out. Inhale, pick your legs, step it forward. Bring the other foot to join. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale into your half lift. Exhale back into your fold. Cover those ears. Breathe in to raise up. Exhale. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Chin tucks in, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, lengthen, extend through that body. Exhale back into our plank. Inhale to strengthen in that plank. Tuck the tailbone under, hug the core, even weight in the hands. Creases to the front. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra with the legs, heels towards the buttocks. Keep that chin tucked in, don't throw your head back. Exhale, bring those legs together. Inhale, drop the legs, lift that a little higher. Exhale, push it back into extended child pose. Inhale, come up, knees hip width apart, walk those arms out. Anahata, sliding chin, chest down. Then inhale, bringing the arms back up. Exhale, push back into your down dog. Walk it out. Now this time we're going to flex the elbows instead of the knees. So lengthen through those legs. Push those heels down towards the ground, tailbone up. And then we're going to flex one elbow down as far as we can. Come back, then the other. Take it steady, listen. Just go as far as the arms want to. Keep that heart space dropping down, collarbones dropping down. Chin tucked in. That exhale as we flex, inhale. Just a couple more. Then from there we're going to drop the knees and sink right back. Forehead comes down. Just rocking from side to side. Then from there we're going to inhale, bring ourselves back up. Tuck those toes under, exhale, push back into down dog. Inhale, step forward, bring the other foot to join. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, extend. Exhale, back, cover those ears, breathe in to rise up. Exhale, bringing those arms either side. Okay, just a couple more flows. We'll do a wide legged forward fold in this one. So inhale, upward salute, breathe in, fill up. Exhale, coming down, abdominal wall to the thighs. Inhale, half lift, lengthen and extend. Exhale, stepping that left leg back. We'll go left this time. Drop the knee. Inhale into your lunge, lengthen. Exhale, bring the hands, big toes aside. Take the knee out wide and just allow yourself to come down as far as feels comfortable for you, giving that hip flexor a stretch. Inhale to bring yourself up, bring that foot back. Then from there we're going to push up on the ball of that back foot, pivot and turn the heel of our right foot forward. So in a wide-legged forward fold. Bring the hands to the centre, fingertips in line with the spine. From there, just really pull the core back, chin tucks in, crown of the head towards the floor. Maybe rocking slightly from the balls to the heels of the feet. If you can't get the full hands down, just be on those fingertips. Then from there, we're just going to inhale, walking as far forward as we can, trying to keep those hips back, and maybe bring the forearms down. If not, just flex those elbows a little. 3 deep breaths. Then with an inhale, just come up, bring the hands back to the center and just sweep from side to side. Then coming back to this right foot, turning on the heel, back leg, push up on the ball of the foot, and then we'll just go for a strong runners lunge. Keep the back leg lengthened, sink the hips down, draw the inner thighs, maybe bring those arms up too. Then we're going to exhale, just lower, and then this time we're going to swap. So we're going to step our right leg back and bring the left one forward. Drop the right knee, and then from there we're going to inhale into our lunge. Then exhale, bring the hands big toe side, walk the foot out, sink into our lower dragon lunge. Take it easy, listen, go as far as feels good for you. Just listening. And then from there, inhale to come back, bring that foot in, pivot up on the ball of that right, turning the heel in and that left heel in, and then just pigeon toe these feet slightly, heels in line. And then this time we'll bring those hands to the center and we'll come over to our left foot, taking hold of either ankle or shin. As we inhale, extend through that spine. And then exhale, just to flex into that forward fold. Coming back to the center and coming over to the other leg to do the same. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, pinch the shoulder blades in. Think of your chin traveling to your shin. And then from there, coming back to the center, bring that left hand in between the legs, and then inhale as you open up your right arm, twisting. Exhale, bring that right arm down. Inhale, open up the left. Exhale, come back. One more either side. And then when you're ready, we're going to turn on the heel of that left foot, bringing up on the ball of that right, just align so that ankles back under the knee, lengthen through that back leg, push the heel down, give that calf a bit of a stretch. Inhale to come up, really activate abdominal wall, and then if we want to, steady those legs, bring those arms up. And then we're just going to exhale, lower, walk that leg, step that leg back, into a plank. To inhale, align, strengthen. Exhale to lower, one big power and strength now. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, push back into your down dog. Walk it out. Drop the knees. Sink back into extended child pose. Take those knees a little further apart. Let the forehead sink down. And then drop those elbows. Take those elbows wide. Spread the hands. Let the big toes touch. Just take 3 deep breaths here. Just slowly with an inhale breath, just bring yourself up. Coming on to our bottoms. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together, but take them away. So we've got a V shape. So not a V, a diamond shape. And then from there, we're just going to take hold of our ankles. Breathe in, just lift the heart space, tailbone tucks, chin tucks in, and then just exhale. Allow the spine to flex, pull the belly back. Maybe might feel comfortable to bring those forearms down. Crown of the head towards the heels of the feet. 3 deep breaths. Just stay focused to that breath. And then when you're ready, just inhale to bring yourself up. Extend that left leg away. Bring that right so the foot's in the crease of the elbow joint and the knee. If that's a bit much, we can use hands instead. Otherwise the creases. And just rocking out that hip. Just give it a little rock out. And then from there, just take hold of the sole of the foot and just lengthen that foot. Lift your chest towards your toes. Lift your chin towards your toes. And then just flex that knee out to the side again. Bring the soles of the feet together. Push those heels away, diamond shape. Inhale, lift first of all, right up from that tailbone. So if you're trying to bring your chest to your feet. And then exhale, flex that back. Take those arms maybe out wide. Crown of the head to the floor. Three deep breaths here. Breathe into the base of the spine. Breathe out, release any tension. Inhale to bring yourself up, extend of the leg away. Again, tucking the knee into the elbow, foot into the elbow, or hand, whichever feels better. Just loosening up that hip, shoulders. And then when you're ready, just taking hold of the sole of the foot and just extending up. If the hamstrings are tight, you can keep the knee flexed. Lift the chest, tuck the chin in. Don't drop down to look down towards your belly though. You're looking towards your foot with that chin in. Shoulder blades drawing in towards each other. Nice big deep breath. Then just exhale. One last butterfly. Breathe in, lift up, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Breathe in when you're ready to come back up. For dragonfly, just take those legs out nice and wide. Just rock from one side to the other, just reaching across as far as you can. Then a little lateral stretch over to that right, bring the left arm up, take it over. Couple of breaths here. Anchor that opposing side down. Knees can come up and off. Keep that chin tucked in, maybe looking towards the armpit. Inhale, use the core to bring you back up. And then once again, just go from side to side. This time going to that left, anchor the right hip bone. Now bring that arm up, bring it over. Focus on the armpit area. Focus on that opposing right hip staying down, even if that means the knee comes up a bit more. Breathe. Inhale to bring yourself up using the core. Then bringing those hands in front as far as feels comfortable, then back. So just moving forwards and backwards. Too much effort here. And then on your next one, inhale, come forward, keep the tailbone tucked, keep the chin tucked in. So you're lengthening through that spine. Maybe the knees are coming up again if those hamstrings are tight. Maybe the forearms are coming down. And then just breathe. 2 more breaths here. If you want to, you could let the spine flex now. Chin could drop in, crown of the head to the floor. And just inhale, bringing yourself back up. Bringing these legs together. And then just bringing those knees in now, tucking in for a big hug. Wrapping up closely to finish. Taking hold of those elbows, chin tucks in. So as we exhale, we draw the core back, chin tucks in, really hug. And then as we inhale, we're going to lift up from that tailbone. Pinch the shoulder blades and just lengthen through the spine. Think of the crown of the head lengthening, lifting up. And as we exhale, we're tucking in, chins in, nose, creating space. Inhale, lift. Last one. And then when we're ready, inhale, just coming up, bringing ourselves to a seated, comfortable position. Hands together to the heart space. And namaste. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you.